The Revolve command takes closed sketch profiles and rotates them around an axis to create a three-dimensional feature. Multiple profiles can be contained in the same sketch, and I would actually recommend putting related profiles that use the same axis on one sketch to make relating them easier. The sketch here was designed that way with 4 closed profiles for 2 components that make up a rollerblade wheel. To revolve the first component, the outer wheel, I'll start by enabling the Revolve command, which can be accessed from either the Create pull-down menu or the right-click menu under the Create options. In the Revolve dialog box that appears, the first selection I need to make is the profile. Any number of closed profiles can be selected, so I'll select the 2 outer profiles. The next step is to select an axis to revolve these profiles around. So I'll click the Axis Selection box, and the origin becomes active as a selection option, alongside custom axes and linear sketch elements or model edges. Selecting a sketch element or axis gives the freedom to revolve in any direction, but if you select a model edge to revolve around, it then links the feature to that geometry and will update accordingly with any changes to that edge. The location of the axis will also play an important role in how the revolved model forms. Selecting an axis along the edge of a closed profile will create a revolved model that is a solid object, while choosing a free-floating axis will create the revolve with empty space in the middle. This revolve will need to share its axis with the inner profiles, so I'll use the extended line at the base of the inner profiles as the axis of revolution. Since the type is set to angle, a preview of the revolve generates up to the set angle. The angle can be changed by typing a new value in the dialog box or in the floating selection window, as well as by using the drag handle. The direction options can also be changed to adjust how the model generates. To side allow the angle to be set individually in both directions from the profile, while symmetric creates the revolve equally on both sides of the profile. I'll change the direction back to one side and switch the type to 2. Now, in order to generate a preview, I need to select an object to revolve up to. This object can be a plane, sketch element, or model. So when I click one of the origin planes, a preview generates. The final type option is full, and it simply creates a revolve going through a full 360-degree rotation. The operation options are the final selection I need to make, and have the same 5 options as the extrude command: join, cut, intersect, new body, and new component. I mentioned at the start of the lesson that I want this model to be 2 components, so I'll select the new component option and click OK to create the revolve. With the outer wheel done, I'll next create a revolve for the inner part of the wheel. Since both profiles were created on the same sketch, I'll expand the Sketches folder and make sure Sketch 1 is showing. Then enable the Revolve command by right-clicking and using the Repeat Revolve command at the top of the marking menu. I'll select the 2 inner profiles. Use the same axis as in the first revolve so they interlock like they do in the sketch. Make sure the type is set to full and that the operation is set to new component. I'll click OK, and the wheel is created with 2 components. Now both components have been created from a single sketch, using 2 separate revolve features. Since they were created as separate components, they can be separated by clicking and dragging them on screen. Incorporating multiple profiles that will use the same axis into a single sketch and carefully choosing your axis of revolution will speed up your design and make your models more robust.